All right, so let's see about answering this question here. From the Carol Buck practice exam, 70-year-old male brought to the OR for a biopsy of the pancreas. A wedge biopsy is taken and sent to pathology. The report comes back immediately indicating that primary malignant cells are present in the specimen. All right, so the decision was made to perform a total pancreatectomy, code the operative procedures and diagnosis only. Here are the choices. So what I like to do is just kind of list them out here. Let me just grab all these. So the Darlene is asking about more of the CPT issues. Why is the biopsy not bundled? Okay, so what I normally do for bundling issues is I will pop the CPT codes, and there's two in question, 48100 and 48155. So let's go to our handy dandy find a code, which is codingcertification.org/find a code. And I'm going to log into my membership directly. And I'm going to pop in my code, 48100. And I'd just like to grab what I'm trying to look at when I answer questions like this. So it just kind of helps me to see them stacked on top of each other. And the other code in question is the 48155. Let's grab that real quick. And this is the total pancreatectomy. So we got the biopsy and we got the total. So let's take a look at any notes that would give us a clue, I don't know why that's not working, as to is this biopsy of the pancreas bundled into the total pancreatectomy. So I like to just read anything that's in the plain English description and find a code. And I read this previously, and it's just really talking about the actual, removal of it. It's not really giving us any bundling information. So what I'm going to do is go to the home screen, and over here to the right, under scrubbing and validation, we want to pick the NCCI edit validator, and I'm going to pick non-facility, and I'm going to enter my two codes in, 48100 and 48155. 48100, and they each go on their own line, and then I click validate. And what you're given here is an OK for both of them. If the biopsy was bundled into, per CCI edits, the total pancreatectomy, we would have gotten an indication here, would have told us that it's bundled. And so therefore, we can go ahead and code both. Okay, so she said, I thought that biopsies were included in the total operative report. So I'm not sure where that thought is coming from. If you had some sort of documentation or something in the textbook that you were reading that made you think that, direct us to that location of information. We'll try and analyze it with you and figure it out. But this is why. So we know that in this situation, they did a biopsy, it went to pathology, and they came back and they took the full thing. So we are allowed to code both. We do want to use the multiple procedure modifier, and that is the 51. So we do know that it's either going to be C or D, and then it's the same ICD code, so we don't even need to look that up. So our question is, do we need this lab procedure code? It's unlikely that we're billing for the pathologist and for the surgeon. Normally when you're reading questions, especially for practice or exams, it'll tell you what you're supposed to code, and here it says code the operative procedures and diagnosis only. So that's a good example of reading the question at hand. So therefore answer D is not correct, and the correct answer is answer C. So hopefully that helps explain that.